Hello, kids. It's Mr. Line back again to teach you about the
principles of design.
Oh my. Alright, so we've talked in the past about how the elements are the things in art that make up the picture itself. They're the parts that make the artwork, well, art. But just like Lego blocks, I can't expect to throw them in a big pile and have it form a set. I need to have a plan for that. Let me show you what I mean. I've arranged these 3 lines to be in a uniform pattern. But if I have them move over here, alright, move over. Norman, seriously, we're filming. Then they become off-balanced. Now if I have my friend Ned step up here, and he looks really wide and really tall compared to the other lines, and then I have Norm go ahead and get a little bit longer for me, there we go, and Sally a little bit shorter, and boom! Just like arranging people for a photograph, I've arranged these lines in a way that shows a difference in scale and in space. It gives you a sense of depth in your brain parts. By putting in just 2 more lines and some lines that make some texture, I can make this look just like a beautiful fence to keep errant livestock away.
Oink.
Whereas the elements are what the image is made of, the principles of design help us to compose the image in the same way that a music composer composes the music. They arrange what plays when and where it goes in relation to the song. When you talk about the principles of design, what you're really talking about is composing the image. Now you may be wondering, Mr. Lime, what are the principles of design? Well, good news for you. I'm going to tell you right now. First, there is scale. Then there is balance. Then there is contrast. There's emphasis. There's movement. There's rhythm, space, and harmony. Movement. We got the idea. Go back in your spot. Well, that's a lot of terms to remember, so let's try a studying device to remember what all these terms are.
And now we present to you English with Mr. Morris. An acronym is when you take the first letters of a phrase and put them together to create a new word. An initialism, on the other hand, is when you take the first letters of several different words and you still pronounce them as those letters. This has been another presentation by English with Mr. Morris.
Alright, so we're going to put the first letters of each one of these together in a nice row, and here we go. It's going to spell out Speckenbush. Well, that's not too easy to remember. Let's try another one. Let's just rearrange these letters. Alright, here we go. It's Sheckenbush. That doesn't work either. Let's try one more. Oh, I know it. Let's have it be Mrs. Shreb. Okay, that's not really great either. Let's try a different method. Sally balances cats excitedly moving in rhythm. Surprisingly, hamburger. Oh, that's pretty terrible too. I guess there's no really great way to remember these, other than just going over them a lot. Some of you are thinking, Mr. Line, space is usually listed as an element of design. Well, let me explain to you why I have it as a principle today. We already talked about how the principles are made to help arrange artwork. And you see, space helps us to arrange depth and dimension and even perspective. Space plays a larger role in dealing with arranging a picture than making the picture itself. Not to mention, I can use all the other elements to make a piece of artwork, but I've never seen anyone draw with space to make a picture. And sure, we can talk about positive and negative space, which we will, and later on, but these can be better described as value and shape working together than necessarily being a part of an element. Well, I'm really glad that we got this, elephant out of the room named space, taking up space.